Honourable Member for Saanich Gulf Islands.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Je prends la parole aujourd'hui pour honorer mon collègue.
I rise today to honor my colleague and my friend. I met the member for Sturgeon River Parkland 11 years ago.
Yet I was Executive Director of the Sierra Club of Canada when I first sat down at a table opposite the current interim leader of the Conservative Party. She was then Minister of Environment. And it's a tribute to her personal characteristics of fairness and kindness and just plain likability that I couldn't help liking her as we discussed the Kyoto Protocol. We always, and I'd like to say always, I've searched my memory banks. I can't remember a single time in the last 11 years when I haven't thought well of her as a person, even if we disagreed. We share many things, a love of dogs, a love of hiking in the wilderness, and we also shared much when she was Minister for Health. So I want to pause for that period and thank her once again. Elle a joué un rôle clé.
She played a key role to ensure the quick passage of Bill C-442. That was the Lyme disease bill. We're working on the national framework for that bill now.
Minister of Health deciding that a private member's bill from an opposition party leader would be okay to support. To have it pass unanimously in the House of Commons and the Senate isn't about all the independent decision-making of all the MPs. Honestly, if the Minister of Health hadn't supported that bill, it would have died right there. So I want to thank her once again for supporting remedies for the people across this country suffering from Lyme disease. And I also want to pay personal tribute to the fact that under her leadership and in the government of Stephen Harper, the strongest legislation ever taking Big Pharma to task, Vanessa's Law, was passed. And that's solid, and it's a tribute I want to pay publicly. Lastly, as another woman in politics leading a much teenier, weenier party, teeny weeny over here in the corner, I just want to say that everything she's ever done as interim leader of the official opposition has demonstrated that women can do everything just as well as a man. And in fact, it reminds me so much. I saw her earlier today standing at the podium in the foyer. I don't know how she stands in those shoes. I don't understand how anyone can walk in those shoes. They're phenomenal high heels. They're very, very gorgeous. And it reminded me so much of what they often said of Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire. She danced just as well as he did, but backwards and in heels. Hats off to the leader of the official opposition. We will miss you.